Hey, welcome to the Camp Out VBS Crew Leader Training. I'm glad that you're joining us and that you're going to be a crew leader this summer at Camp Out VBS. So we've got some great stuff to cover. We just want to get everybody on the same page as to what's expected and what a crew leader does. So thanks for joining, and I hope that this video will help you feel comfortable for your role as a crew leader. All right, so let's get started. So first question, what is a crew leader? Well, a crew leader is a friend and a guide of 3 to 5 kids that you'll be working with and having fun with. And really the goal is to help them have fun and enjoy and learn about Jesus, the light of the world, as they rotate from station to station. And that is our theme this year. Jesus is the light, and we want to encourage kids to follow him. Probably remember it's similar to last year's phrase, so we'll all know it well and be able to encourage the kids with that Bible point. So really, some of the basics of a crew leader I want to cover first. First is get to know your kids. Know their names, learn their names quickly. We only have 2 days, so learn them as fast as you can and call them by name. When you call somebody by name, it shows that you care about them, that you're taking the time for them. So use their name and use it in love, and be loving as you talk to them. Ask them questions. Find out about them. Really listen to them and help them to know that you care by listening to what they have to say. Find out about their family, their pets, things they like to do. Take a genuine interest in them. And lastly, encourage them. Be encouraging, be uplifting. Tell them they're doing a great job when they're doing a great job, and just encourage them and be a friend to them. You really are a friend, and you have an opportunity to impart and encourage them this week at VBS. So here's some basic for preschoolers, some specific things for that age group. Get down on the floor and meet them face to face when you interact with them. Do that with a smile on your face. Help them complete projects or tasks if needed. There's a wide range from 3 to 5. Their motor skills really vary in those age groups from 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. So help them if needed, and let them do that if they're old enough and have the skills to do that. If there's an opportunity to give them a choice, say, would you like to play with blocks or would you like a craft? Don't say, what do you want to do? Direct them to what they're supposed to do and offer choices if possible. Really pay attention to where your kids are. In preschoolers, often that age, they kind of like to run off. They get distracted easily. So really pay close attention. And while traveling, you can use the tent ties, is what we're calling them this year. And it's just a rope for traveling from station to station. You can have loops on them, make loops, and have the kids hold on to that loop to keep them all together. And another thing you can do is, if you have an assistant crew leader or an older helper that's maybe 5 years old and really they're a good helper, have them be at the front and you be at the back so you can see the whole crew. So elementary crews, this is where you'll do crew jobs. You're probably familiar if you've done this before, but there's the different roles: a guide that gets to pick how they travel, materials manager that keeps track of all the materials in the crew bag, a prayer person that prays when there's times to pray. They get together and they get to lead the prayer. Schedule supervisor gets to let everybody know where we're going next and help with that organization. And the thank youer gets to thank the station leaders and thank their moms and dads. They get to be a leader in thanking people. So rotate these jobs at each station. There's because we only have 2 days, you'll have to rotate. Don't let them do that the whole day, but you'll rotate from each station. So maybe create the order from guide, material manager, prayer person, just keep that order, and just know that at each station they get a new job. Mixed age groups. So VBS is set up with mixed age groups, so you won't get all first graders or all second graders. You'll have a mix. And we do that because the older ones can help younger ones if they're struggling with an activity. The younger ones can help the older kids pretend or be imaginative. They'll bring that whole group to life and help eliminate. It also helps eliminate competition. We don't want the kids to compete. We want them to work together as a family or as a team. It also just helps everyone encourage one another and take a different role. So here's the top 4 crew leader tips to be a successful and amazing, awesome, great crew leader. The first is participate. Have fun. Do the activities with the kids. Make sure they're staying safe, but kids will mimic your actions. They will do what you're doing. So if you're dancing, they're more likely to dance. If you're singing, they're more likely to sing. If you help them do the motions, they're more likely to do it on their own too. 2 is support station leaders. Station leaders need your help. Their goal is to communicate a truth or to teach a Bible point or to teach something. So help them by keeping distractions put away, minimizing distractions, and also just directing them back to the activity at hand, directing the kids back to that. 3, kind of like we talked about, lavish your attention on kids. Let them know that you're here for them this week, that you do that by calling them by name, listening to them during discussions, encouraging them often. 4 is just be positive. Have a good attitude. Your attitude makes all the difference. Model that positive behavior, and when maybe someone gives an answer that's way off, way out of the park, don't say, well, that's wrong. Say instead, thank you for sharing. Does anybody else want to share something? Keep that positive outlook, and your crew will pick up on that and have more of a positive attitude. So, let's change it. I do have one more crew leader tip that is really, really important. Have fun. This week is to help the kids have fun and learn that following Jesus is fun, that learning about Jesus and his love and what they've done for them, it is fun, and it's a great couple days to really enjoy this time with kids. So don't forget to have fun. All right, discussion times. We have discussion times throughout at different stations. In order to make these successful and have kids feel comfortable to share and communicate, we do what we call a knee-to-knee circle. We have them this year come around the campfire. So this is what a knee-to-knee circle looks like, cross-legged, knee-to-knee, and then we have these nifty little here it is, campfire paper laminated things that will be in your bag that you put in the middle of the circle, and the kids can get around that and know that it's time for discussion. So when it comes to the questions, be ready to have an answer yourself for the questions. They may be silent when you first ask the question. So prime the pump by giving example answer of what you're kind of looking for. You may have to ask the question in a different way, or just simply give them time to answer. Don't be afraid of silence, because sometimes they just need the time to think and process the question. 10 to 15 seconds isn't too long to wait for an answer. It seems like forever, but it's really not too long. Give them time to answer. And come back to someone if they don't have an answer. They might just be shy, but they probably have something that they'd like to share, and you can always come back to them and ask the question to some other kids. And that's the other thing. Ask specific kids, call them by name, and ask them the question. And if someone kind of is monopolizing and always answering the questions, you can, by using people's names, you can ask other people to give those answers. All right, stations this year are a little bit different, mostly the same, but there's a few less stations. We have music and more. This is at the beginning, where there's a fun skit and everybody's together, preschool, elementary. This is where you'll greet your crew members. it's a great time to get to know them, ask them questions, learn what they like to do, and make sure you sing out loud, do motions, be a part of this, be active. Bible Adventures is similar also to previous years. Line up outside the door if you're an elementary crew leader, and listen to careful instructions. The crew leader is going to have specific things that they need you to do to help the kids. Projects with a Purpose. This is kind of a new one, but it's a craft that they do all together, and it kind of takes the place of the Imagination Station. So help kids with the projects when needed. They may not want a lot of help, but they may need some help. So help them as needed. And then help clean up in this station. There's going to be lots of cleanup. Wilderness games. This is similar as before. Games outside. A fun time. Participate. Cheer them on. Be their cheerleader. And finally, closing campfire. This is where, again, we'll have music, and you'll lead kids to your seating area and keep them focused on what's at hand. Sing and encourage participation. And at the end, you'll collect their name bags and put them back in the bags. All right, so important information. So here's some information you need to know. Next week, we need your help for setup. June 19th through the 22nd, that's Monday through Thursday, from 10 to 2 each day. We'll be setting up the lobby, the sanctuary, the C building for an amazing set, an amazing time at VBS. So the first day is Friday night. This is kind of different, at 5:30 p.m. So be here at that time. That's 30 minutes early before it starts. So when you get here, grab your schedule. That's what it'll look like. Grab a crew list. It'll have names on it. And wait in the sanctuary to greet kids as they come in. They'll be coming into your crew. So more important information. On Friday night, stay in your crews. After we kind of dismiss, we're going to invite the parents to join us, but we're going to go out to the parking lot for s'mores and a bonfire. This is after at 8:30 p.m., right after day one. So join us for that. Make plans to stay for that if you can. It'll be a great time, and help us keep track of the kids and keep them organized. So be here on day 2, Saturday morning at 8:30, again 30 minutes before. You'll grab a schedule, grab crew list, wait in the sanctuary, and hand out name tags. And then the Sunday celebration service, this is a picnic at 10 a.m. and the service beforehand, and then a picnic. So help us with the bump and jump and water slide for the kids. Really important, read your crew leader manual before the event. You might say, well, I don't have one. You can pick them up at youth group next week, on Sunday, this Sunday, the 18th, or during setup week next week. So those are some times I want you to get a hold of these, read them. This really helps you know what the details, and gives you tips for how to be a successful crew leader. All right, so this is the end of the crew leader training. Please do email me. Just let me know in the subject line. You can put, "I'm ready for Camp Out VBS." Just to let me know that you've completed this training and that you are ready for a great couple days with these kiddos. So thank you for joining us, and shoot me an email at andy@lsgj.org so that I know that you're ready for Camp Out VBS. Thank you again, and we will see you hopefully this Sunday or next week for help with the setup.